CEL, Communications and Entertainment Limited.
Hello. Welcome to another movie from the Bill Collins Movie Collection. And thank you so much, all of you who've written to me, care of CEL and Network 10. I'm so thrilled you love the collection and other movies released through CEL. Dinner at 8 is a masterpiece from 1933. The first film produced at MGM by David O. Selznick, the first film directed at MGM by George Cukor, who was to spend 25 years with MGM, as it turned out. Interesting points. George Cukor was very popular at MGM because he made the film in about 24 days for about $387,000. And it grossed at the box office something like $3 million when it came out. That's enormous. Can you imagine what that'd be by today's standards? Dinner at 8 also had three good writers, Francis Marion, Herman J. Mankiewicz, one of the co-authors of Citizen Kane, and Donald Ogden Stewart. He wrote A Woman's Face, you know, and he also did the screenplay for the Philadelphia Story. Donald Ogden Stewart was called in to write the very last minute of the film so it'd end just the way Selznick, Cukor, and everyone wanted it to end. And it's brilliant. You'll never forget it. You'll want to see that again and again. The cast is exceptional, as it was in a film that preceded it, Grand Hotel. Marie Dressler. At this stage, she was MGM's most popular star at the box office. Sadly, she died in 1934. And here's someone very special, Jean Harlow. This film established her reputation too, and Wallace Beery together. Angry here, in the next shot, absolutely happy and lovely. In actual fact, they detested each other, but it was good for the movie, believe me. And now, Madge Evans, a popular leading lady of the early 30s, and with her, John Barrymore in one of his greatest film appearances. John Barrymore, in one scene, speaks to the bellboy at the hotel who's brought him a bottle of liquor. The bellboy is played by Eddie Woods. About 3 years before, Eddie Woods was at Warner Brothers, and he was going to play the lead in a gangster movie called Public Enemy No. 1. His brother was being played by James Cagney. Then Warner Brothers decided to switch the casting. Public Enemy No. 1 made Cagney a star, and sadly, Eddie Woods' career went nowhere. It's very sad to see him so briefly in Dinner at 8 in a very minor part. Lionel Barrymore, in that period when he was not confined to a wheelchair. Within 3 or 4 years, he had to do almost every performance from a wheelchair. A great character player and one of the favourite players at MGM. Billy Burke and Henrietta Crossman. Billy Burke, on the right, as Mrs. Jordan, is fabulous. She was the wife of Florian Ziegfeld, the legendary showman. He died during production of this film on the West Coast. And she carried on and gave a beautiful performance. You'll love her. And now, in the centre of the screen, Edmund Lowe, in a part that was originally intended for Clark Gable, and with him, Karen Morley, a lovely, interesting actress playing his wife. Oh, I like her work so much in movies. And here with Marie Dressler and Madge Evans, Phillips Holmes, one of his best parts, was the leading male role in An American Tragedy, directed by Joseph von Sternberg. And in this shot, Gene Hersholt, remember him in Grand Hotel? Gene Hersholt, whose name graces one of the Academy Awards given out each year. And on the other side, Lee Tracy as a most repellent character. Watch out for Australian-born actress May Robson as the cook. You'll adore Dinner at 8 and the wonderful actors and that famous last moment. What a wonderful film. The last scene between Jean Harlow and Marie Dressler is one of the funniest moments I've ever seen in a picture. But what a script! And all of those wonderful actors. You're going to enjoy Dinner at 8 more and more as you see it again and again. And don't forget Grand Hotel, because that set the pattern for these all-star movies. You know, Charles Laughton said, probably one of the greatest parts any actor was ever allowed to play. And he was talking about The Hunchback of Notre Dame. You must see The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is available in the Bill Collins movie collection through CEL. It's a beautiful print. Great cast, includes Maureen O'Hara, Edmund O'Brien, Sir Cedric Hardwicke. It's a tremendous picture. And now also A Woman's Face, with a screenplay by Donald Ogden Stewart. Christopher Isherwood worked on it too. An amazing film directed by George Cukor. And some say even now that it's the greatest performance ever given by Joan Crawford. Seeing her with Conrad Veidt in A Woman's Face is something you'll never forget. And it's magnificently photographed. Here now, the original preview of A Woman's Face.
The prisoner was arrested on the night of the murder. The police register reports that the prisoner had long been under suspicion of various criminal activities, notably blackmail. She has a bad record.
Your motive was murder, wasn't it?
That murderess!
Most ruthless, terrifying, cold-blooded creature I've ever met.
We were all of us in danger of becoming victims of this woman's wayward passion.
Was against me, all right, I'd be against it. No one could look at me without shuddering. I had no friends. I didn't think I needed any. Then I met Torsten Baring. For the first time, a man.
There have been women like you before. They became conquerors, queens, empresses.
If this operation's a success, I've created a monster. Beautiful face and no heart.
You know anything about love in that miserable soul of yours that dribbles itself into these letters? Can you imagine loving a man so greatly, so completely, that you surrender everything you have just to be near him?
CEL, Communications and Entertainment Limited.